Chapter 7, Crying and Sleeping.
You okay? I even washed behind your ears this time.
Whining, screaming, screeching, and sobbing. They are all part of a newborn's communication system. The way she sends her message that all is not right. But while you're learning her language, how are you supposed to know what her cries mean? Researchers have been studying infant communication for decades, and still much about crying remains a mystery. Science and medicine do substantiate that a parent's own instinct is the best key to interpreting a child's cry. But learning how to use that instinct takes time.
Hey, now you're all warm.
Infants cry more in the first 3 months than they will during the rest of their first year. But knowing that things will improve with time isn't much comfort when your baby is crying and you don't know why. So in this chapter, we'll look at the reasons babies cry and suggest some strategies for comforting your newborn and yourselves during the hard times.
Can you look over here? You hear somebody you know?
A baby's first cry and many of the sounds she makes in her early weeks are the urgent reflections of tremendous physical adjustments to life outside the womb. During that time, you can ease her transition by making her new environment as calm as possible. Relatives and friends may all be clamoring for a chance to hold her, but during her introduction to new surroundings, she may rest most comfortably in a few familiar arms. Hunger is the most persistent cause of crying. While still inside the womb, babies are fed continuously so they don't ever experience hunger until after birth. Now a baby has to ask for food. If you feed him at his request, he'll cry less than he would if fed according to a predetermined schedule.
Better put your sweater on, honey, because it's cold out there. Yes, it is.
Feeling too hot or cold may lead to crying. Babies under 2 months old aren't able to regulate their internal temperatures very well, so an extra layer of clothing helps in the early weeks. A wet or dirty diaper may make your baby cry if it becomes cool or if she has a diaper rash. Changing your baby every couple of hours will ensure that her diapers are not making her uncomfortable. When your baby is very young, exposure to the air while dressing may lead to bouts of crying, and not necessarily because your baby is chilly or you feel awkward. Some newborns cry when their clothes are removed because they miss the feeling of being wrapped up and secure.
You don't like that?
As you dress him, you can minimize his exposure to the air if you remove and replace his clothing one piece at a time.